The rain outside tapped softly against the window of Hardin's apartment, the dim lighting inside casting long shadows on the walls. Tessa stood by the bookshelf, absent-mindedly running her fingers along the spines of Hardin's well-worn books. She could feel his presence behind her before he spoke. "You've been quiet," Hardin said, his voice low, with a hint of concern. Tessa turned to face him, her lips curling into a soft smile. "Just thinking." "About," he pressed, stepping closer.
"You. Us."
Her voice was barely above a whisper, but it carried the weight of everything they'd been through. Hardin reached out, brushing a stray strand of hair from her face. His fingers lingered on her cheek, his green eyes searching hers. "Tessa, you know you're everything to me, right? Even when I mess up, even when I'm me." She laughed softly, a sound that made his heart tighten. "I know, Hardin, and I love you for it. For all of it." His lips twitched into a smirk, but his eyes were serious. "I don't deserve you," he murmured, his hand sliding to the back of her neck to pull her closer. "But I'm selfish enough to never let you go." Before she could respond, his lips found hers. The kiss started slow, as if he were savoring the moment, but quickly deepened, fueled by the fire that always seemed to burn between them. Tessa's hands tangled in his dark curls, pulling him closer as his arms wrapped around her waist, lifting her slightly off the ground. Hardin walked her backward until her legs hit the edge of the bed. He pulled away briefly, his breath ragged, his forehead resting against hers. "Tell me to stop if this is too much," he whispered, his voice raw with emotion. "Don't stop," Tessa replied, her voice steady and sure. He didn't need further encouragement. He laid her down gently, hovering over her as his lips trailed from her jawline to her collarbone, leaving a path of warmth and desire. His hands moved with the kind of care that contradicted his rough exterior, as if he were afraid she might break beneath his touch. Tessa tugged at his shirt, and he helped her pull it over his head before returning his attention to her. Their movements were unhurried yet urgent, each kiss, each touch a testament to the love and passion they shared. The outside world faded away, leaving only the two of them, lost in each other. Afterward, they lay tangled in the sheets, the sound of the rain a soothing backdrop. Hardin traced lazy circles on Tessa's arm, his expression uncharacteristically soft. "Do you ever think about how far we've come?" he asked quietly. "All the time," she replied, resting her head on his chest. "And I wouldn't change a thing." Hardin tilted her chin up to look at him, his thumb brushing her bottom lip. "I love you, Tessa. More than anything. You're my home." Tessa's heart swelled at his words. She leaned up to kiss him, her lips lingering on his. "I love you too. Always." As the rain continued to fall outside, they held each other close, their love a steady, unbreakable force that carried them through every storm.